I make situations a lot worse than it needs to be because I didn't wait and get the information, and I played scenarios and meetings in my mind before it actually happened. I am not an early riser. Most days I'm a night owl, and I need a reason to get up early in the morning. And I had one today because my car has not been driving correctly over the last couple of weeks. I've been getting a check engine light, and that's always frustrating. Along with the check engine light notification was a prompt that said engine power reduced or something like that, engine reduced power. When I pressed on the accelerator, I could expect to be very disappointed in the performance of the engine. For the last several weeks, I've been dreading taking the car to the mechanic, and I needed to make an appointment at the dealership. I did that. And this morning I got up early in the morning and dropped my car off at the service department at our car dealership. When I drove up and parked, I could already tell that they were busy because there was only one available parking space next to the service department. So I was anticipating even more difficulty in the wait time. I checked in, and the technician turned on the computer and found my file, and I guess he typed in all of the information that I was giving him about what I was seeing out of the vehicle. And I noticed an interesting look on his face as he was reading the computer screen. And then he said, "Hey, let me show you something." And he turned the screen around towards me so that I could read along with him. Apparently, the problem that I was having with the car was a manufacturer's defect. It was a known problem with this car make and model, and they had a notification to all dealerships that when someone needed this particular repair, assuming that the code would come up the same, if you had this issue with your vehicle, the car brand would pay for the entire repair, no charge. And I was elated because I was expecting a huge bill. When I Googled the problem with my particular make and model of car, what Google told me was to expect something to do with the transmission. And from my past experience, there is never any good news when there's something going on with your car's transmission. And so I was dreading taking the car in. So to get this news this morning, and I tell you, it was great news to hear. And then a couple of hours ago, I got a telephone call, and the message was from the technician that I talked to, and he told me to call him back. And for about an hour and a half, I've been trying to get a hold of him because now I'm wondering what has happened. What is the latest information? What is the latest update on the car? Did they find something else? Is something else going wrong? And I wanted to just mention to you that the emotional roller coaster can be a problem for all of us if we don't focus on the present information that we have. A lot of times I have prepared for meetings that I thought were going to be very intense and perhaps even volatile. And so before the meeting, long before the meeting, maybe even weeks before the meeting, I played a meeting scenario over and over and over in my mind before the meeting. And then when I got to the meeting, it was nowhere near the kind of harsh and painful meeting that I thought it was going to be. It's just like me anticipating taking my car to the dealership for servicing. I was anticipating a huge problem with a huge bill, and then lo and behold, it's probably going to be a free service because of a manufacturer's defect. So I relaxed my emotions, at least for the last hour and a half, and now my emotions are rising again because I don't know what's going on, because I can't get a hold of the technician. He hasn't called me back. And I think it is something that I need to think about. I need to consider how that circumstances can control my emotions. But the truth is, I have the ability to control my own emotions. I get to choose whether or not I'm going to worry about something or be overly concerned about something. Because a lot of times, if I would just wait, take a breath, wait for the information, have clear communication about what is happening, then all of a sudden, things are okay. I make situations a lot worse than it needs to be because I didn't wait and get the information, and I played scenarios and meetings in my mind before it actually happened. Your situation may be similar. Maybe it's a medical situation. Maybe it's something happening on the job. Maybe it's something relationally. I don't know what your situation is, obviously, because I'm recording a video and I'm just pondering my own situation and how for the last couple of weeks I've just been on this roller coaster, and then it was relieved by some information, and then I increased it again, this roller coaster ride, and I just need to settle down and wait for the telephone call and respond based on that information. That has been helpful to me. It's been helpful for me to think about that for the last hour or so. And so I thought I'd jump on here and record a video and just express my need to just settle down and wait for the telephone call. Thanks for taking this journey with me.